Thank you, Dr. Vivash Chodi.
दिमाग में काम करना बंद हो गया.
I am audible?
Yes, sir, you can be audible.
Okay, thank you. Today I am happy for discussion about DP or any other related to intellectual program which is continue through the senior professors. Such types classes or any seminar is very helpful for students also. In this era, the time of artificial intelligence in various environment or hybrid environment also, by which we can learn and do something for our society. In this phase, we are presenting use of artificial intelligence in agriculture, fruit crop, specification of the fruit. Actually, there are so many tools, either digital or hardware, both types, are very important for agricultural and crops like food, vegetables, and other items where we can play the vital role in the world economy. Day by day, expansion of the population and shrinking of the farming, land is now matter of the concern for the fulfillment of food supply for individual across the globe. It means the population is continue growing, but the field and harvesting system is not grow in ratio of population. So my concern is that how to improve the production of the crops, any types of crops, where we can maintain the ratio between population and crops, by which the lack of food will not be in future. In this era, this is very important for all the country that we can't reduce the cost of harvesting, use AI tools and machine learning. In the recent past decade, machine learning has attracted the researcher attention in maximizing food production and minimizing the cost and effort in farming. Researchers have applied machine learning approach in various aspects of agriculture for the improvement of agricultural productivity. That means the scientist or researcher can do this specific work, how to reduce the cost and labor work, use of specific technique like AI or other phenomena where we can cultivate and produce maximum or huge tons of crops, by which we can develop our country as well as all the world. There are large number of machine learning based review article available in the scientific database, but the majority of them are limited in individual subcategory of agricultural. We and my student, PhD student, have done some work in the recent time. So we have survey by which we can find the top level of maximum 10 agricultural subcategory are identified and reported in the article. We have seen there are so many techniques, there are so many tools, there are so many hardware by which we can make easy, but the top level where we can easy show the work, find the good crops result, not maximum. They are 10 or 15, but we are putting here maximum top level agriculture tool or subcategory. We will discuss in ahead slides. In a country like India, where over 58% of the rural population, actually India is a village country, is depend on the agriculture in direct or indirect manner. Bringing AI tools and technology can be game changing. If we are talking more about the Indian villages, where some farmers also work with their manually work, not use the tools, or they are not know about the tools, how to work with AI tools or technology. So here are discussing several AI powered technology like robotics, agri-tech, drones, predictive analysis, soils, monitoring devices, satellite imagery, automated irrigation system, etc. are here to change the face of Indian culture. Basically, in Western country, those who are showing they have developed or they are developed country category, the cultivating or harvesting is 100% depend on the automatic power system, automatic machines. Currently, they are working in automatic AI tools and technology. But if we are talking about India and around the Indian country, those are depend farming, they are really suffer for good harvesting, to develop good crops, to develop high production, etc. In this era, as per the population need, as per the population requirements, we must need to develop the some specific technology where we can minimum work, we can apply minimum work and to get maximum output. The output like good crops, good harvesting, good fruits, etc. Because this is our need in such time, in that times where population can relieve the price of right all the items. So we must discuss here some application of machine learnings for agricultural categories to identify how to explore. Machine learning is an integral part of artificial intelligence technique that employs statistical and probabilistic method to enable the machine to improve with experience. This is fact that experience is a best teacher. Without experience, maybe you have a good knowledge, but an experienced person is the master. So we must work with our experienced person to receive the thought for our seniors and make the digital improve some digital platform where we can calculate all types phenomena of the agricultural tools. Machine learning algorithm in journal are classified into two main categories. Actually, machine learning algorithm is not a specific algorithm. We are discussing here a working style, how to improve cultivating in Indian environment step by step, where we can grow our society, our field, and reduce the field work, reduce the cost. We should develop such types ML algorithm. In journal, there are two types. Depending upon learning type, some is a supervised and other one is unsupervised. This is fact. Supervised, that whatever you learn with your seniors, where you got trained data. Seniors means like your super senior family member, your boss, your father, your teacher, or other one, your colleague who know well about the system where you want to work. This is the supervised learning. The person have done before the work on that type system. This system is known as supervised system. Like your teacher. For example, you are doing BTech or undergraduate student, or you are working in undergraduate program, and your teacher have done this work. So they well known how to work, how many times work in lab, how many time how much time is spent in your computer to do the coding work, design work, and other such types, labs work, where you can improve yourself. This is the supervised learning. That means you got a trend data because your Guruji is trend. So they will provide some specific technique, and by his or her help, you can make a new platform. Such types data is, such types platform is known as supervised program or supervised learning. And second one is unsupervised learning. This is really a challenge types of learning where you got untrained data. Unsupervised learning means where you learn yourself. You learn with book. You learn with your experience. You go to field, search the problem, and how will you solve the problems? You search the technique to ask the other one, to discuss the other one, to search by your brain and improve a specific algorithm. May this will new or will not be new. Both options are generate. But if you will search your mind, discuss by society, analysis by your team, perfectly we can say this type learning will unsupervised. So
or easy.
in supervised learning, labeled data with input and corresponding output are given to the algorithm, and algorithm generate the function that learn to map the input to the prominent output problems that lie beneath supervised learning are classified typically into the regression and classification. Regression, when we are talking about machine learning, regression is a very specific topics where we can calculate the scatter data by the typical techniques, means how to bind the scatter data. Then we can classify different types of data into the same category, into the same system, where we can find with the help of regression techniques. So the machine learning agricultural framework, we have many applications. Machine learning application area in agricultural, there are many fields, but we have defined as per my topic for food crops in 4 categories. First is one, field condition management. we are, if we are talking about the agricultural, then this is very important that what type field you are selecting or what type field you have, because you can't select the field you have, you will do the work with soil observation and water monitoring, because soil and water, without soil and water, you can't develop any of the crops in the field. First is the soil. Soil should not be stone based. Soil should not be dry based. Actually, soil are different types in India, different state. If we are talking the Maharashtra basically known as for high production in kapash, all the pulses mostly because they have a black soil. And in MP, the water problem is mostly some part of MP in India. So the crops is furning for lack of water. If we are talking in our UP actually big state. Here is different types soil, different types part. Somewhere domat, second is balui domat, and other is referral soils. We can cultivate or we can generate different types of crops in different types of area. Somewhere if we are talking the water monitoring, then in UP, the South UP is suffering from lack of water, and North UP cultivating the water help crops. We are talking in the Sonbhadra area where we are using various types of AI model, how to develop the such types crops where we can find the good production, lack of water or low water. Now, the crops management we talking here in second point, yield production, disease recognition, weed spotting, and crops quality evaluation. Crops management means actually crops is depend on water and soil. If you have a soil and water is sufficient condition, I feel that there is no problem for the production if you are providing the using AI tools to automate receive the water automate receive the other systems and develop the good production. Some AI models are developed, we will discuss ahead slide, by which they can such indicate to you your crops to need the water, your crops is disturbing through disease, your crops quality is not going to well. There are so many sensor you can develop by touching system or shadow system. Actually, sensor system you can either touch screen or you can by image screen or you can by shadow screen. There are so many sensor are going to market, or you can also develop by your good algorithm with the help of fuzzy logic or leaf network. We will discuss the leaf network in a head slide, how to recognize the disease and what types medicine, what types antibacterial medicine we can use, where we can remove the disease in harvest and to get good crops. Third one is livestock management. Livestock welfare and livestock production. Actually, in India and other country also, basically we are talking most about the harvest and cultivate and farming about Indians environment. Some of crops only for leaf stalks. Leaf stalks are those crops where we can use only the leaf like tea, chai. How can improve the leaf of the tea? How there are so many leaves where we can develop the species like masale and other items. And these spices can be also through the seed or breeding. So some are work in application area, either leaves or spices or seed, anyone. But we must use the specific application, specific phenomena, specific management with the help of new technology, new era, and new systems. So the field condition management we can define here. Soil observation based soil chemical parameter. These parameters can be calculated with the help of given point, pH value, calcium present in the soil, magnesium present in the soil, potassium present in the soil, hydrogen and phosphorus, and etc. may be. These are the component of the soil, or you can say if these components are present in the soil, then maybe soil will be helpful for cultivating. Some are physical parameter also can be discussed here. Temperature, moisture, drying, etc. are factors that directly affect the crop's yield and quality. These parameters, whatever you are seeing on the screen, the soil chemical parameter can be changed and calculated with the help of good laboratory, and we can mix different types of pH value, calcium value, magnesium value, and etc. You can purchase the market and put the field. You can change the soil nature. Government are also providing the subsidy of the multiples item, whatever you are seeing here. And you can change the, if you are just growing the vegetables, fruit, change the temperature your field, undercover field, moisturizer and dryness. Like as if we are take a leaf of palm, leaf of spicy masale, leaf of tea, and other vegetables, you must need to the temperature and moisturizer. We can make a shadow of good items where we can develop the temperature and moisturizer and remove the dryness of the air in some area specifically. Or the water monitoring also here. Water monitoring assume a critical role in aeronomicals, climatologicals, and hydrological balance. Aeronomicals means agricultural based, climatological means climate based, and hydrological means moisturizing balance. For example, you can't develop the one item in other climate. Like during the rain time, we must develop the rain harvest. During the dry time, we must develop the dry harvest. And during the hydrological times, we must develop the hydrological based harvest. This is the balance of nature, because nature is balance everything in which season, what types crops you may develop. You may also develop the anti-season, but it will be very high cost because you will use the top level AI model and you will develop the aeronautical, clay and hydro system using the AI tools. So we must use the nature times where we can develop the cheap and good production crops. But we should try always how to develop the cheap and technical based harvest. Crops management, yield prediction. Yield prediction include foreseeing the harvest of the crops from accessible variable information like climate parameters, soil parameter, pesticide, and historic crop yield. Actually, yield prediction means we should try to such types crops developed in reliable environment, reliable climate, where the parameter can automatically helpful to soil, to moisturizer, to temperature, because these parameters are very important. If you are cultivate your field in the time of June and May, can you imagine the soil will be very tight because the dryness of soil can disturb your farming hardware and use the water. Now, if we use such types hardware in July and August, then they will be easy work because the soil will have the receive the moisturizing position and historic crops you will yield. Third one is disease recognition. Actually, yield prediction we have discussed whatever. Currently we have automatic cultivating machine, digital based. Your machine will be provide to you how much time you will take in 1 acre, how much seeds you will provide in 1 acre, how much time you will be find the total production, approximate cost you will find, and you can do the easy work and you can yield the prediction include before the time. Now the times disease what will be arising in your way, this is really fact. If you are doing something, then you may thought about positive and negative also. Maybe you have work 1 acre field and your crops is going to very good, and some bacteria have attacked to your field, then this is the problem for you, because your good crops generally can be affected by the bacteria, fungus, pathogens, and virus. Similarly, everyone can be thought about that, which directly affect crop the productivity and human health also. Human health, we are currently passing the month of April and May, and you can also imagine your health, how to save the loo. If we are talking about a human, we should try to use the some AI model where we can save. We will discuss in a head slide what types model we want to develop. This is my prediction. You can save yourself as well as above disease, bacteria, fungus, pathogens, virus, and other which is not present in slides. But we want to develop the crop productivity. Species management. The crop species selection is a complicated procedure of scanning specific genomes that define the impact of water and supplement use, adjustment to environmental change, disease, obstruction, as well as nutrient content for the supervised test. Crop species is very important and they are mostly used in Asian country. Actually, UK and Europe are not used the crops of spices. Crops spices means masale. Asian country mostly and most of Arabian country use the crops spices, and they want to top level of spices. The top production country in crop spices is India. All types of spice has been developed and provide the good production in India along the part of country. Different part of different spices. Spices basically develop as per the nature, as per the environment, and as per the soil phenomena. Species recognition correspond to the recognition and assortment of the plant or tree species, which is vital for biodiversity, conservation and protection, and contribute to your understanding of ecosystem. actually we are working or we are living or in our country have a different seasons. Spring season, summer and winter. So we can't develop the same types of crops in overall the country. Different parts, some of are warm part, some are winter part, some are leaf stocks management, field condition management, and crops management. You can see in Indian chart, this is the Indian chart, Indian crop chart. Leaves management, that means those items, those crops which are based on leaves, only 16%. That means India can develop or India are develop leaf stocks management is 16%. Easily going to here you may see the yellow and red line, yellow and red sector. 9% we are growing a easy way where we have easy atmosphere. This is represent the yellow, easy atmosphere, where the cost of the, maybe you can say the 9% may be Assam for tea, because Assam a good production area of tea leaves, and 7% those part where we want or we are growing the tea and other leaf stocks items, but we consume, we are forcing or we are using the high cost item to develop the leaf stocks. That means our production cost is high in the 7% and low in the 9%. Similar, if we are talking the spices management, overall the production 11% in the crops, but 7% is easy and 4% is some tough and not in favor of environment, where we use the different types of functions, we consume or we spend the maximum high quality cost. Similar, if we are talking crops, you may see 59%. Crops like everyone can use the crops like fruit, like pulses, like rice, like maize, like fruit items, everything. You may see here 12% in green. It's very easy, the top level of soils, and these items where are you are just put here, where problem is not growing easy, you can develop. 12% is a red area where we are sporting tough. 12% are pink, where we are showing water problem 22%, where we are suffering from disease, but we are growing. We are using some specific AI model, some specific manual model, some we are using the top level of fertilizers, top level of medicines, fertilizer mix-up medicines, where we can develop the crops, because crops is our need. We can lives without spices. We can lives without tea and other item. We can live any other material, but we must need the crops, like we have discussed also. Field condition management 40% in easy way. In Indian cultural, the field condition means soil condition. Actually, Indian soils mostly change as per area wise. We must use some specific fertilizers and develop and convert the field as per your need, and we can put the seed here and develop and get the good production. Now, we have discussed what types of crops where we can develop with the help of AI. Whatever, if we are talking more about the AI, then what is actually AI? How many types of example or what types example can be put in AI section? Can we develop the green revolution with the help of AI? How artificial intelligence is used in agricultural? Some of automated irrigation system and some of not automated, they are known as hardware or manually. Some of AI remote sensing you are putting in here and just use the remote control and control over all the drone. You can take the image your field crops and search the what types disease are creating problem in your crops. This is the AI remote sensing. AI for harvesting wine crops. AI for autonomous early warning system. You may just, but with the help of AI sensor, well know your crops need to water, your crops need to fertilizer, your crops need to anti-disease material, etc. These are the AI automatic sensor system has been developed in market. GSM in agricultural, DSS for field prediction using AI drivers less tractor, and AI for weeding. Now, artificial intelligence is a branch of science dealing with the simulation intelligence behavior in computer. AI means is not that you just learn in your book. Whatever you want to different in your mind, whatever you can develop any system by your mind, whatever you can develop any technique, whatever something new, this is the AI. Either you use in your home, in your office, in your field. AI only not meant that you have a good computer, you have a remote of the AC, and you have a digital blackboard. This is not only AI. AI means where you want to provide the technical, either by manually or by digitally, both. Because if you are doing manually, definitely you may change the digitally with the help of qualified candidate in the field, like a computer master. A computer engineer can be develop the manually work in the digital work with the help of your coding. This is the AI. In today era in India, mostly AI in each and every office is working with the AI, and Mani Pradhan Mantri ji also use the force the AI system. So AI not a new, but what you want do in your mind. This is the AI. So your creativity is AI. It can do things that are considered smart. This word also you can see. It can do things that are considered smart. AI technology can process large amount of data in a way. Unlike human, the goal of AI is to be able to do things such a recognized pattern, make decision, and judge like human. Everything, whatever you want, your work is like a smart work. In some time you may do the lot of work. This is the AI. This is my advice. You don't learn the assembling of AI. You create AI. You develop the AI with the help of good coding. This is for only computer engineer. Your work should with the help of coding in any language. Python, Java, C, C++, any language. Don't use the assemble of AI that you have take a image and just bear the cloth using AI tools. This is not AI. AI means you develop some tools. You thought good idea. This is the AI. This is not AI that you have take a image and just put the dance function. The image will be dance after some time. This is not AI. This is the assemble AI. Because function is created by other one. You try to design a function. This is the AI. You are not learning AI. You are assemble the AI. You are just use the AI function. So my personal advice to my computer engineer and other engineer, those are working in the field of coding and well as technology, they should try to design our automate function with the help of fuzzy logic, data mining, scatter, recognition, etc. Try to generate the function. Try to develop the function with the help of your senior, with the help your guide, with the help your teachers, etc. Artificial intelligence examples. Currently, these functions are work in the environment. Chat GPT, user large language model to generate text in the response to question or comment posted it to it. Chat GPT also developed by some engineers. You are only using function of the Chat GPT. That means you have not learned the AI. You are using the function. Those have developed before. Google Translate. You are just talking in Hindi and Google translating in other language. This is the AI, but has developed by other. You may also develop. Use a deep learning algorithm to translate text from one language to another language. Deep learning algorithm, you may just learn the deep learning algorithms. You may just find how to translate data from one language to other language. You not use the Google Translator. You may develop your Google Translate, your translator. After some time, believe me, you will get the good job in top level company if you have developed the such types technology. You don't spend your time, your mobile and Facebook and etc. This is not AI. AI means you develop yourself with the new techniques. These techniques will analyzed by your mind, your seniors, your colleagues. Similar Netflix and Tesla. These are the AI models, machine learning models. Those have developed by other one and you are using in here. But this is not a way. Your thoughts should be different. Your work should be different. And I feel that you try to do well different. Now, how can you develop the green revolution with the help of AI? We have discussed also AI is not nothing else. AI is a automatic defined function. Currently, we are talking about AI. AI is a automatic defined function who are use you. But a large increase in crop production in developing the countries achieved by the use of artificial fertilizers, pesticide and high yield crops varieties. But if you are use technology, what we are talking AI, you may use good technology, good techniques, your production will be increased and cost will be decreased. Try to such type technology. In the current time, you may also see no country is no country war is in field. Everything is going to buy the missiles. This is the technology and AI. They have developed a good function by which they can control or they are controlled to buy the in office computer. Where we drop the missile, where we move that missile, where we turn out the fighter plane. This is the automatic large function has been developed by the developed country. So you should try to done such types phenomena. The global population is expected to reach the 10 million people by 2050, which means double agricultural production in order to meet food demand, which 70% increase the food production. This is the challenge. Because land is not increased, but population is increased. Thought about yourself, how will you manage the food item? So you try to develop the item, develop the technology, develop the reduced cost technique, develop the other function where increase the food production, where increase the other production, daily needs item also. From enterprises require new and innovative technology to face and overcome the challenge. By using AI, we can resolve these challenge. These above challenge we can develop, we can resolve by the AI. Artificial intelligence. Actually, the technology, code, literature survey, and theory. When we mix, we can call the AI. AI means overall the above we have talked about that and resolve this problem. This is the AI. AI is the small word, but AI is a huge area. Everything you can imagine, this is the AI. You can imagine you may flying without heavy wings in the air. You may develop by the water forcing or by the air forcing. This is the AI. You may learn some learning technique. You may search the learning technique, how to learn maximum area in minimum time. This is the AI. You may develop the technique, any. This is the AI. How AI is used in agricultural, automated farming, we have also discussed here. Automated farming activities, identification of pest and disease, outbreak before occurrence, managing crops quality, monitoring abiotic factors and stress, machine vision system and phenotypes lead to adjustment, yield mapping and predictive analysis. These functions we have in the environment, but maybe you have not used either physically or digitally. Try to either you have developed automated farming activity, just develop a specific types of machine who can drive the tractor in your farming without driver. This is the automatic machine. Just put the area size, area dimension, area parameter, and tractor will start automatic, and just your field will prepare for the farming. Identification of the pest and disease breakout before occurrence. Example that you are sitting in your house and you have a drone system. Just put in your field and to judge what disease is affected to your field, your crops, etc. Managing crops quality. For example, your crops is growing. By the help of AI system, you can calculate how much crops will be prepared in the 1 acre. Calculate you may. etc. These are also the below factor for AI system. Automatic irrigation system, what is? Effect of use, reduce production cost of vegetable, making the industry more competitive and sustainable. Reducing the automatic, if you have developed the automatic irrigation, means the irrigation system will reduce the production cost of vegetables. Think about yourself. Any vegetables is high cost, then those family will be far from such type vegetable. They will not be purchased because due to the high cost. So your production should be making industry based, where every person can be easy approach for that. Maintain or increasing average vegetable yield. We have cultivate various types of vegetables, mostly in India, in North India. Potato is best vegetable, and various types of AI model has been developed where we can develop the potato, various types crops, various types of potato in low cost. Everyone can be touch such types vegetable. Minimizing environmental impact caused by the excess applied water and subsequent agrichemical leaching. Water and subsequent also a gathering factor of minimize the environment impact. If water and other item and fertilizing will be easy approachable, then you may imagine your cost of crops will be low and everyone can use the items. Maintaining the desired soil water range in the root zone that is optimal for plant growth. Actually, in India nowadays, different district, different tahsil and different area, government has developed the soil labs, automated soil labs with the help of AI, where you can check the soil, how many components are present in, like phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, hydrogen and potassium, etc. For example, if in your soil potassium is not present or potassium low position, that means your crops will not be developed good. So you provide the potassium based fertilizer, not a urea, because urea have a nitrogen based fertilizer. You must use the DAP, diammonium phosphate. You must use the DAP. And how will you find this matter? with the help of AI. So AI will be show you, AI will be call you what type fertilizer used in this field, in this soil, low labor input, the irrigation process maintenance. This is the very effective because nowadays labor cost is very high. Minimum 500. In North India, we are talking about around my area. I don't know where is what is cost and how is cost. I don't know. This is not mine. This is my local survey. Maximum 500 labor cost. Sorry, maximum not minimum. Minimum 500 labor cost around the North India. I feel that this is, if you are using the number of labors, so it will be very high. Try to any AI model where you can use low labor and high workout. You may develop. In Second World War, America used a specific technique, some model. On those times, that was not AI. That was called technique. Those covered the maximum area by the one soldier. So try to use some specific technique in your field. Number of low labor can provide the high output at the end of day. Substantial water saving compared the irrigation management based on average historical weather condition. Water saving is an important factor because not only in India, in the world, water is a problem nowadays. In India, whatever we have listened, Chennai suffering from water, Jaipur, Bundelkhand, these areas we have listened, we have not seen. These areas are suffering from water. So water is very critical position. Try to some specific model by which low consuming of water, you may use the maximum area of harvesting. There are so specific types of model has been developed. You may use the system and get profit and low level water consume system. You may seen here by the AI remote sensing crops health monitoring. We are seeing here what types of health, and it means there is no disease. Any disease are working or not. We have put here sensor, take image and search the phenomena. Hyper spectral imaging and 3D laser scanning are capable of rapidly providing enhanced information and plant metrics across thousands of acres with spatial resolution to delineate individual plot and or plant and the temporal advantage of tracking change throughout the growing cycle. Conventional methods are often time consuming and generally categorical in contrast to what can be. That means if you are searching the manually, this is a problem. If you are monitor using the any AI function, AI sensor, this is the easy. You can search what types material we want to, what types anti-function system we use, where we can reduce the disease or problem. Because like your health, crops also have a health position. If the crops will be healthy, then production will be huge. Like similar you, if you will be healthy, believe me, your office output will be huge. If you will not be healthy, your production, your output will not be well like your stamina. So try to develop in your small project by your seniors, by your teachers to develop the AI based model. Coding based system use must try to automatic features and every system. Now you can see here in the down a tractor without driver. For example, if your tractor can field the without driver, can you imagine? It will be very helpful to you. Similar, if you can develop the any model where we can develop with the help of AI model. You may develop without fuel technique how to move the tractor in your field with the help of solar system, with the your of air system, with the help of any other system. This is also the AI model. But try to develop by your technique. Second one is you are seeing a drop. Drop can define in two types. One for fuel, other for water. Water you may use different function because you may use specific technology where you can use the water in your field. Minimum water can cover the higher area. Now other one is temperature parameter. Temperature also important factor. You may platform use the solar system, receive the energy and use in your field. Other one is the drone. Drone, you well known because this is your field. Drone can search the image. Drone can search the disease. Drone can search the other noisy material have developed between the crops. Drone can define the all activity your crops and you may work with your field. Other you may see here soil cultivator. If soil cultivator will be automatic, what will be the depth of the cultivating soil? This is also important. If you cultivate your soil maximum 8 inch, that will not be helpful for you. Your soil should be maximum 4 to 6 inch. That will be helpful for you because the fertilizing condition, not the high depth. Fertilizing condition maximum 6 inch. So you may just develop, you may just search by the AI tools how depth you can get the soil of fertilized soil, cultivate soil. So AI tools is an important for the cultivating of soil, digging of soil. Other one is you may see the manually work a person. After that, you will get the good crops. All these parameters, whatever you have seen, will be cheap and best. Then crops will put the high productivity. The production will be high. The pie separate use of artificial intelligence allied with climate change, population growth, shortage, agricultural workers and food security concern propelled the agro field into the seeking even more innovative approach to increase their yield. These components increase the productivity. The picture here suggests the robots can play the important role control, but it can be expected the role of humans analysis and planning the increasingly assisted by the machine. So the whatever we have discussed manually one by one, they are saying here. So try to develop something new. This is the AI. AI for relation, find similarities between the different set of data. For example, it finds similar vegetation pattern in the satellite image. Machine learning use data from past experience to predict future outcome. For example, it know how much fertilizer to given crops need. This is the important. Mostly in the Indian farmer, they have a fertilizer, they purchase the fertilizer because fertilizer currently have a high cost. And one time they throw the fertilizer in their crops, but they're not well known is actually the need of fertilizer in these crops or not. My advice that farmer try to take the sample and go to the nearby lab, and after the verification what type fertilizer require the crops, they throw after that. But our farmer currently are changed gradually, and I hope after some time we will have a good technology, efficiency and accuracy of the process, identify relevant feature of the plant, fruit, vegetables, weeds in an image without data annotation. There would be no algorithm to know what to look for it in a crop. image and video annotation level data, make it machine readable. This leveling glow allow for more efficient harvesting. High quality levels are essential. They ensure that AI data is accurate. Farmers save time and money on manual labors, tasks such as harvesting crops. Depending on where they live, farmer may need personnel up to 7 months per year. AI for autonomous early warning system for oriented fruits, fly bacteria, dorsal outback. This autonomous early warning system built up to the basis of wireless sensor network and GSM global system for mobile communication network effectively capture long-term and up to the minutes neutral environment and fluctuation in fruit farms. In addition to machine learning technique, self-organization map and support vector machine are incorporated from adaptive learning automatically. Self-organization map and support vector machine, these are incorporated for perform adaptive learning and automatically use warning message to frame the governing official GSM global system for mobile communication. But we are using here for crops. Self-organization, for example, you have taken the one tree of the crops and you calculate the leaf of the crops. The technology will one tree to other tree to next tree, to next tree, and it will be developed all the field. And we will organize a map in the overall the field. And these leaves will known as the support of vector. And we can calculate overall the number of the tree in the field, number of the leaves of the field, and what types disease or what types problem are coming or not with the help of GSM network, global system for mobile communication network. Global system mobile communication in agriculture, what is the work? You may soil moisture sensor, temperature, humidity sensor. We have two sensors. We have a block diagram. We put the power supply. GSM, we provide the 800 modules. By this system, we can calculate the temperature, humidity, soil moisturizing. You may also develop these types of sensor. From the market, you soil moisture sensor you may purchase in a good any of the digital store, temperature humidity sensor from the digital store, and you may create a block diagram and just you may put the system in your field and just to receive these parameter whatever you need. Decision support system DSS, field prediction using AI technique. Artificial neural network, use artificial neural intelligence based method, can offer promising approach to yield prediction and compared favorably with traditional method. Machine learning, based crops yield prediction papers have been synthesized. Artificial intelligence and artificial neural network is the most used algorithm for crops yield prediction. Recently, deep learning, which is a sub-branch of machine learning, has provided state-of-the-art result in many different domains, such face recognition and image classification. AI drivers. AI, what is AI drivers? AI drivers means a driver less tractor is an autonomous farm vehicle that deliver the high tractive effort or torque at slow speed for the purpose of the little and other agricultural tasks. It is considered driverless because it operates without the presence of human inside the tractor itself, like other unmanned ground vehicles. They are programmed to independently observe their position, decide speed, and avoid obstacles such as pupil, animal, or object in the field while performing their task. Using ever more sophisticated software coupled with off-the-shelf technology, including sensor, radar, and GPS, the system allow an operator working a combine to set the course of a driverless tractor pulling a grain cart, position cart to receive the grain from the combine and then send the fully loaded cart to be uploaded. AI for bedding. Carbon Robotics is the leading agriculture technology company that provides cost-effective, efficient, and sustainable solution for farmer. We pioneered our laser beading technology as an alternative bead control method that enable growers to save time and money on one of their most expensive and time-consuming task, bead control. Horti spray exactly above the bead. It is also cheaper than the tools currently used for bead eliminating, as it can work extended period of time. Now, we have developed some technology and we have researched some technology of application of AI with my student, PhD student. We have take the fruit jujube. You may ask the question why you have take jujube, because in Sonbhadra area is a waterless area, because the jujube in high position at the level of the stone side, so we use the jujube. Jujube, commonly known as a jijipus, is a sweet and delicious fruit of India and grow mostly in the spring season. Fruits belong to the ramens family and all cultivated especially in India, China, and Middle East of North America. In India, it is well known as bear. In China, it is recognized as Chinese dates. While in Arabian countries, it is popular as cedra. Jujube is consumed conventionally as a fresh jujube pulp or functionally edible in a form of jam, jelly, sauce, and pickles. The data set of the experimental framework comprising of jujube image was obtained, utilize a color camera. All the jujube image were captured of field by placing the jujube fruit over a white plain background and capture it from the distance of 20 centimeter angle between the 0 and to 20 degree from the top. The reduced changing light and shadow effect to daylight bulbs were placed around the object. This experiment we have done in our lab with my PhD student. Image pre-processing. Image pre-processing procedure involves manual cropping of image to highlight the jujube fruits. During the image acquisition phase, image having a resolution above 600 pixels were considered from the final data set and the rest were discarded. Furthermore, to reduce the training times of CNN, model image were rescaled 300 into 300 pixels with the help of written code in Python using the OpenCV framework. This research framework for jujube fruit classification. You may just seen here, this is the image acquisition. That is simple a camera like your mobile phone. Image processing, we are taking the image process means image refine, that means remove the noisy data. After that, we got the image, clear image of the jujube. This image we have stored the data set. This data set we have defined the same types in and set the augment data set. Augment data set means same types of image will set in same category. We have find the two types of data, training set data and testing data. Training set data, those who have not ripe, and we have take those have ripe. Ripe is the testing data and do not ripe as a training data. We have put in further convolution and pooling theorem use input image feature extract pixel extract just be defined what is the different and what is the change of the pixel during the ripening and during the growing between the training and testing data. After the augmentation process, we have find this types of result: unripe, ripe, overripe, and total. Three types material we have. Basically, our work was mostly unripe and ripe. What was the difference and how much time will taken in that environment where we are using that means Sonbhadra area, how much time they have taken from ripe to unripe,